Well, hello world. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different on my channel, very different from more recent videos. We are going to be unboxing my first Boxycharm in a year and a half. I'm going to apply all of this to my face and it's going to look like that. I don't know what that currently looks like, but you do. And then I'm also going to be using the Milk Kush mascara, which I'm currently loving to ridiculous levels, and trying out a new product. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Eyeshadow and Primer. This is, I don't know why this called to me so much. I feel like I have established my favorite eyeshadow primers, but the fact that this is a very light shade, I think that really called to me because a lighter shade will obviously brighten your eyeshadow. This is the shade Bright AF, which stands for And Flawless. Somebody tell the children they are misguided. So we'll be trying that out as well as everything in my Boxycharm. This will also be a little bit of a response video. I really want to update a video that I made over a year ago at this point that has been viewed more times than I ever possibly could have imagined. And that is my video where I talked about my experiences with all of the subscription boxes that I had subscribed to. I made that as a requested video for some of my viewers who just kind of wanted to know my thoughts as somebody who had had so many stinking subscription boxes. So I did film it. You know, at the time it was appreciated by my viewers, my subscribers, but that video is still getting views today, and because I said I didn't love Boxycharm, woo, the hate that I have gotten. But I stand by what I said, because I subscribed to Boxycharm 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And you know what? They weren't that great back then. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. They weren't. It was a lot of private labeled items. They did not have any kind of cover effects and Tarte products back then. That didn't happen. You know, I watched it happen. Boxycharm grew. They became a much more established company. They had incredible contracts that they made with these bigger companies, that they were promoting their products, and they were becoming more desirable of a subscription box. So, you know, the fact that I get so much anger and hate consistently, I still get it sent to my inbox for saying that I didn't like something 3 years ago. It's astounding. Anyway, I wanted to go back to this box because this is their Boxy Bash. This is supposed to be their 5-year anniversary. We got a Cover FX 20% off coupon with Boxy in here. Oh, that's nice. And then Pure 15% off. That's less nice because Pure has really good sales as it is. But I'm really excited about some of these items in here. So let's go ahead and get into trying this. And at the end of this video, I will tell you guys if I think Boxycharm has gone up in quality or if I still think that what I said about them 3 years ago applies. Alright, so I'm going to start this off with the Cover FX Blurring Primer, which is $38, and to me, this box is worth it. This box is worth it right there. I own Cover FX's funny enough mattifying primer, even though I'm more dry-skinned, because I do struggle with acne, which you can really see on my face today, because guess who did not resist the urge to pick last night? Alice, you know better. I know better. I just had a weak moment. Man, I'm already ridiculously impressed with this primer. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that it looks like Boxycharm has really stepped up their game already. I'm super excited. So I was thinking about it, and I figured that for this video I'd use a lot of products from the brands in this box, which for me is going to be Cover FX and Pure. So I went in with Cover FX's Green Color Corrector over the primer, and now I'm going to use the Cover FX Power Play Foundation. And then I'll use this Pure, I think this is called their Sculpting brush. Alright, so I just went off camera so this video is not too long and used the Cover FX Cream Click followed by the Perfect Setting Powder. Then I made a terrible mistake of trying to use the Aesthetica brush in this set for my brows and realized that that is not what Boxycharm calls it or Aesthetica calls it. It is an angled eyeliner brush. That is, to me that's, I'm not really sure what to use this brush for. It's almost too big for anything. I don't know. Suffice to say it is not good for brow products, so I just ended up settling on this e.l.f. brow pencil, which for the record I really like, but I would never recommend this for oily skin. I love it on my skin. Isn't that weird? Who would think that brow products would depend on whether your skin is dry or oily? But I like it. It really glides on my skin. Alright, let's try out this Pure kit. I'm really excited about this. I tend to like Pure's products. I think they're a pretty good company. I'm going to just try to use a little bit of this light shade, but I don't know. Ooh, it really is dark. Okay. Okay, so that's not a huge problem. What I'm going to do is grab, where's my e.l.f. brush? Is it dirty? Oh, I need my contour brush and it's dirty. I'm going to grab this Real Techniques brush in my Lorac contour kit because I'm going to take this beige highlight and mix it with this contour color. And then let's do some highlighting. We'll use that Originator shade. Let's try this Bare Minerals primer. I'm super excited about this. I don't know why I'm so excited about this. Well, so far it's applied beautifully. I'm really liking how bright it is. All right, so my plan is to let that set while I go ahead and apply this lip gloss. This is Raspberry Chardonnay. Well, that sounds delicious. From Han Solo Cosmetics. Holy cow. I had really low expectations for this lip gloss, but it is gorgeous. And it smells like cake. Who am I? I have a brush in here I should have used and I never did. The Aesthetica P12. $27. You're not Mac. That's a pass. I don't love it. I don't love it, sorry. All right, let's do some eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the Pure Sculptor Contour Palette because you can. Powder is powder, it really is. So let's try using the Ulta Beauty Crease Brush in the shade Inventor. So far, this is really and truly a better amount of pigmentation than certain eyeshadow palettes that I've bought from high-end brands. Let's get a flat shader brush and use the deeper highlight shade. All right, and then I'm going to grab a pencil brush and use the deepest contour shade in the outer V. And a big fluffy blending brush to blend everything out. Guys, I'm actually stunned at how beautifully that blended out. That's how did it blend out so nicely? I'm going to, I added in the Inventor shade under my eye with that angled brush. It actually worked well for that. I'm going to use this lightest shade for a little bit of inner corner highlighting. Has anybody else tried these as eyeshadows, and did you have as positive of an experience as I just had? Because wow, I mean, they blended beautifully. My only comment is that I did have to go in with a second layer because they almost blended away, and then I realized, okay, these are going to be the light hand style, which means that they're more pigmented. All right, so next I'm going in with Pretty Vulgar's The Ink Gel Eyeliner, which has a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $24. I already really enjoy their liquid eyeliner. It's one of my absolute favorites, so I'm really excited about this. Could the packaging be cuter? I don't think so. And then we'll try out this Aesthetica. Where is this brand Aesthetica from? What is this brand? It does not say. I have never heard of this brand before. Is anyone else? Okay, I actually don't like the packaging of this. It's cute, but I'd rather be able to get closer to this because I can't see how much I'm putting onto this brush. And I put a lot on the brush, but I'm going to show you guys my trick for fixing this. So I've discovered over time that a messy application of eyeliner doesn't matter. You just need to have 2 eyeliner brushes. This works way better for me personally than doing like real careful strokes. It's just an initial kind of messy stroke and then go back in with a clean brush. And smooth everything out before it dries. So I did finish this look with the Kush mascara, which I'm planning to do a full review on. For now, I'll tell you guys I love it. And then I fixed my brows into place with this little Aesthetica spoolie. So now I'm going to give you guys a rundown of my thoughts of this box. First off, biggest surprise. This thing. You know, I do follow My Subscription Addiction and other beauty box forums, and a lot of people had complained that the colors in here were too dark. Do not be upset by that in the slightest. If you want to use these as contour shades, you can easily mix them with a more skin tone color, pick something that's pink undertoned if you have cool skin. If you're going for a bronzer, pick something that's a little more warm. But honestly, that was not my favorite use of this, even though the highlighters in here are definitely gorgeous. My favorite use of this was eyeshadow. This blended exactly like Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. Now granted, that's not my favorite formula because there's a little bit of a learning curve. That's why you didn't see me go off camera and have to apply a second layer. Do not have a heavy hand with blending it. I tend to. If you have a lighter hand, you will probably love using these as eyeshadows. But even then, you can force yourself, you know, just have a lighter hand. Hold the tip of your brush rather than hold it towards the base. It'll make it naturally lighter against your skin. But used that way was absolutely gorgeous. I was able to use all 4 colors in the palette to create this eyeshadow look, and I love it. I'm shocked. I love it. That's an amazing little palette. All right, the Cover FX Blurring Primer, I can't really give a thorough review on this. Obviously, this is a first impression video, but so far I like it. It reminds me a lot of Benefit's Professional. Pretty vulgar. I was excited for this as well. I like it, but I wish that I could see what I'm getting in this container just a little better, the way that the Bobbi Brown, I'll show you. All right, so here's my Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner, my holy grail. You can see how much you're picking up there. That's my only complaint with this. I think the packaging is so cute, but because of the packaging, I couldn't see how much I was picking up. Was not expecting to like a gloss as much as I did. This is beautiful. It smells wonderful. I really like it. I'm totally surprised. The Aesthetica brushes, these are only okay. I guess Boxycharm is calling this 2 pieces. I'm okay with that, but only because I've made peace with the fact that I don't love this brush. These are all okay though. These are good. Good to okay. So this is a little bit big for brows, so I wouldn't recommend it for that, and I think it's too big for lining with the gel eyeliner, but it really did work with the powder under my eye for a little bit of a thicker line, and this works just fine for eyeliner over my eye. It does give a smaller line because it's a long skinny brush as opposed to something like this where you can actually make a thicker line. But I don't have any problem with it in a spoolie. I feel like a spoolie is kind of hard to mess up, so it did the job of fixing my brows just fine. This, however, I don't like it that much. I really don't actually like it. It's a little... It's falling apart. It's just kind of... This maybe would work for blush application, but I didn't use blush in today's video to find out. And if this is supposed to be a big blending brush, it's too small. I need something like the Tarte brush that I initially grabbed to blend out everything. This would take forever. So this is really the only kind of miss in the entire box though. Now I know Boxycharm claimed this is a $170 value. It looks like a lot of that value is supposed to be coming from those brushes. I wouldn't assign those brushes that value. I think that's an inflated price tag on those, but you know, honestly, for $21, I feel like I had an awful lot of fun. So yeah, do I eat my words and feel like I was completely wrong about Boxycharm? No, because the truth of the past still stands for me. I didn't think they were great 3 years ago. Do I think they're great now? Well, I think I had a lot of fun with this box, and I absolutely do feel like I got my $21 worth. Now that said, just like I said in that initial video I filmed ages ago, I think that if you have a lot of makeup, you may or may not need something like this. I think it would kind of be a frustrating scenario, especially if I already owned one of these items and I got it a second time. That might be kind of frustrating to me. But overall, you know, I didn't in this particular case. I had a lot of fun with this. I found multi-purposes for some of these items, and yeah, I think Boxycharm has really stepped their game up, and the Maybox was fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, YouTube.